Mike coming to you straight out of Springfield, Ohio. You know, I arrived here from Miami. Been gone for 10 years, but you know, had to come back and see the fams. I ran into one of my old dudes, boy, they still getting it in. I had to holler at him though, see what he was doing with his life. He told me some good stuff. So I'm gonna let him tell y'all most of the things that he told me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna introduce you Starr. You asking me what Starr means? I can't tell you what Starr means. He's gotta tell you what Starr, cause you're gonna get more energy off the way he tell you. Just like I said, I'm Big Mike and I'm gonna bring it to you. I wanna introduce you Starr. What's up, Starr?
What's up, people? You know who it is. It's your kid, Starr, chilling with my boy, Big Mike. You know, we reckon, holding it down in the field, you know what I'm saying? The only way we know how, and that's how it goes. So hopefully there's some questions out there that I can answer in this allotted time side. So let's get it popping.
Okay, first question I want to ask you is off the record. How you doing, man? What's going on in your life right now?
Well, being able to just come out of prison and have a whole new outlook on life. You know, I had started some business ventures before I went in, and now I'm doing those same business ventures just with a clear head and a clear mind and some focus. And that helps out a lot, and hopefully what I'll do will inspire the next person and motivate the next person and the next person. That's what we need at Springfield, and that's seriously what I think is lacking. And there that is.
Okay, when you say help out Springfield, what do you mean as far as help out Springfield? What are you trying to do with that?
Well, it's some negative vibes going around because of, you know, to me and a lot of other people, I think you had even mentioned this earlier, me when you were chatting, about it's the world and Springfield being infected by the world. And it was already a crab situation, pulling each other down, nobody really motivating each other, and times and signs of the times, and the way things are is affecting us as a community. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us to come up out of that.
I understand you, man, to the fullest, for real.
Straight up.
But in 4 words, why don't you describe Starr to me? Wait a minute. Instead of describing it to me, why don't you describe it to the viewers?
Oh, no doubt. Music, art, productivity, cuisine. I would have to say cuisine. It will be my last one because, yeah, cuisine.
Okay, cuisine. So, yeah. What got you started in doing all this stuff with Starr and the energy with working with people and trying to be successful? I mean, I know everybody wants to be successful because that's a goal for everybody, is to have riches and fame. Mm-hmm. But what is your description of success?
Well, I just want to help you want to utilize all your talents. And coming up, we didn't have a lot of resources in Springfield, so when I was coming up as a rapper, things aren't like they are now. You can pretty much go on YouTube and do your thing, but with a lot of years and experience of moving on, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I can help some of these young cats out here. So I've become an entertainment promoter and a advocate for anybody trying to do something, especially here in the Midwest. So you might see us promoting the show. We're on Twitter. You know, we got the poll questions. Oh yeah, it's real. Been at this since '09, seriously. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, if I was to ask you a question, now I know you're doing promotions and stuff.
Right.
Now your promotions is called Starrmade.
Starrmade Promotions. Home of the Star Buzz poll of the day, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Facebook. Holla at your boy.
That's Starrmade Productions?
Promotions. Now, we're going to expand into a production. There is talks of that later on. We're just trying to make sure everything's right.
Now, something you said earlier to me, you said something about a fresh start. What's a fresh start?
Well, we're doing the fresh start because things were kind of rushed last time, or before I went away to prison. You know, we were dabbling in a little bit of street stuff and doing the wrong thing. And while I was locked away, I tried to look at a way to get to what I want by doing positive things and looking into positive resources and networking with the right bunch. So it'll be a fresh start in the sense of more organized and not so much rushed. You know, people expect quality. I want them to expect quality and an upscale environment when it comes to Starrmade Promotions.
Okay, all right. Now, I'm going to get on a serious note because, you know, everybody need to know things for real out here in the world, you know. And you know, when you said prison and stuff, I know you spend a little time up in there, you got your mind sorted out.
Oh yeah.
You know, you went through what you went through that situation. But can you explain to the people like what you went through as going through it and getting through it and coming home from it? Going through it, getting through it, and coming home from it.
Well, going through it, I was, you know, obviously thinking crazy, and my plan while I was in there, I'm gonna get out and do the same thing I was doing. This time I'm gonna be slick about it, and I'm not gonna get caught. But while I was in there, I got my GED, and I did a lot of reading and research and on promotions and different aspects of entertainment, and I saw a lot of corner cutting that I was doing, and I shout out to XXL and Source Magazine. I was reading a lot of that in there, but I was also giving Black Enterprise a shot, and Essence Magazine and Ebony Magazine, and just looking at the whole spectrum. That's what you want to do.
You know what? I'm gonna ask you something. Now we're talking about Springfield, Ohio.
Word.
Now, normally you don't put a radio station or a broadcasting station on any type of video footage without the written consent of those.
Right.
But right now we're saying damn them because we're original people from the field, so we're going to do what we do.
Right.
So my question is, what is your take on the MSNBC saying Springfield is labeled as one of the most miserable cities in the country?
We were, and like I said, we already had our negativity issues before the internet got real heavy and a lot of outside pressures and things. But we're getting better. We're getting better. A lot of our artists are finally making their way to getting some connects and getting up out there, and which is something that I'll do. I help bring a plateau to any artists coming up, and but people are coming and supporting these vigils, and past people who have passed away. People are coming out to these things that they're having and take it to the streets. They're taking the gospel to the streets, and people are supporting these things more and more as it progresses. So it's not going to be an overnight fix, and there's still very much so some negativity here, but it is it's more positive than I can say as recently as last winter.
Now, would you say that negativity is the older class, or would you say that is more or less the younger class?
Well, the older people had it made, Mike. My mom, your mom, people our age, coming up, Springfield wasn't a bad place to come up. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, things have changed. Times have changed. I don't want to say, I'm not going to say that we're not going to take responsibility and put everything on the world and what's going on, but it is an influence, you know what I'm saying? I watched a little documentary on Detroit, and they have a tremendous amount of respect for each other, and I believe that, you know, we're only a few miles apart, you know what I'm saying? So it can be done. It can be done, y'all. Support each other. Keep coming out to these events, you know what I'm saying? Support what I'm doing. I'm trying to do the right thing. Support Big Mike, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm going to keep it real about something, dog. I'm playing the background because, you know, everybody needs the background in order for the front to look good.
Right.
So that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what real recognize real shit.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
But I'm going to tell you something. You know, back in the days, we used to do our dirt, too. You know, but it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Because that was just a fad and a trend.
Right.
But I think that's what's going on now. It's a fad and a trend now. But, you know, something else is in the mix. And I think we all know what it is. We don't have to spit it. But, you know, the mix has got something in the mix with the young kids growing up, with the girls having babies and the dudes, you know, they ain't taking care of their kids, you know.
Exactly.
So my hats is off to you as far as you doing your thing with, you know, providing a way for people to be successful through your promotions and achievement, you know, access, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But I have this question. I like to know, I'm going back to Fresh Start. Now,
okay.
Fresh Start sounds good. Now, how many people listen to Fresh Start? Like, who have you told about Fresh Start?
Fresh Start, the Fresh Start was brought to me by a friend of mine from first grade, and she's strongly supported everything I've done. She came at me with this idea. We're going to go, I'm going to fly down to North Carolina, and we're going to discuss it. You know, she's from here, and we're going to try and put our ideas together as far as branching this idea out. and it's going to be a more of a positive thing. Whereas last time it was, you know, whatever, let's get the money. This time I want to be able to make an impact with everything that we do.